Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up? Anthony Morrison here. I am super excited to be here with every single one of you tonight live on the Success Connection. All right, let's see, 1 second. Just making sure, I'm actually just reading somebody, anyway, sorry. Let me get my webcam on. Hold on 1 second. All right, and webcam activated. All right. Let's see if you guys are there. What's up? Had a little technical issue there, but I think I got everything squared away. So if you can hear me, you can see me, all that good stuff, just give me a big yes in the chat box. All right, got lots and lots of yeses. Dope, awesome, great, phenomenal. Let's see. I was just actually reading some messages from some of you. One of them that was let's see, one of them that was a little bit long, and I'm going to save it. Okay, sorry. All right, what's up? Everybody doing good? I see lots of yeses. Very good, awesome. If you've posted in the Facebook group, that's awesome. I want to welcome you to tonight's Success Connection. I had a couple hiccups there with the presentation getting live, but it looks like we're good. If you saw my note, if you are a member of our Facebook group, please go post in the Facebook group right now. We want to blow the Facebook group up with 1,000 people saying we're live on the Success Connection. Get your butts on, make sure you're here. I see tons of people saying yes. Awesome. So if you're in the Facebook group, make the post, and if you're not, we'll show you how to get in the Facebook group a little bit later on. If you're brand new tonight to the Success Connection, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to sharing my Thursday night with you, and hopefully you will gain some awesome knowledge and insight into what we're going to be doing tonight on the Success Connection and in your business in general. If you're brand new, listen, just want to let you know that this is not something that we usually, we kind of call the Success Connection like an all-inclusive opportunity, meaning it doesn't matter where you came from, what product you purchased, what product you haven't purchased, that kind of stuff. This training is completely different, right? So this training is completely separate from all of that. So this is not a continuation of Partner with Anthony or the Ambassador Program or IG Master, any of that stuff. It's a standalone training that hopefully you will get a lot of value out of and enjoy, and be able to help you have massive success with your business this week. Of course, if you're an existing student, thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you, and super excited about the opportunity. First of all, does my video, do all of you feel like my video looks better tonight? Just wondering if does it look better or worse or any of that? Okay, all right, like that. Very good, so cleaner and smoother. Okay, trying some new things here. We get so many people on the Success Connection that it just bogs GoToWebinar down. It makes it kind of difficult for us to ever really have, just an absolute ton of quality, but looks like it's doing pretty good. So I want to start out tonight with something that I think is very important, and then we're going to move on to a session tonight that I think you guys are going to love, and something that I'm looking forward to doing myself with you, and that is live Q&A. How many of you are excited for live Q&A? Just give me a big yes. All right, very good. I see lots and lots of people saying yes. Very good. Now, mind you that there are 1,000 of you and one of me. So that doesn't mean I'm going to get to every single every single question, but I'm going to do my very best. So if you stay with me till the end, I'm going to get as many questions as I possibly can answered, and hopefully be able to help you with your business and help you with the businesses that we're building. But the first thing I want to talk about, and I think it's super important, and it's something that I was going through myself this week and kind of working through, and that is the things that you have to be willing to give up in order to have success. Now, I want you guys to think about that, and I want you to write this down, because here's the thing. This is not, we are not like a big personal development community. That's not what I'm always pushing towards you guys or anything like that. But it is important to realize and to understand and to know that if you're going to be successful, there are a few things that you have to be willing to give up, okay, in order to have that success. All right, is everybody with me? All right, so what I'm going to do is pull up my whiteboard. For those of you that are new, this is my preferred method of training, which is my whiteboard. All right, so it's my whiteboard app. It's what I love. I live on it, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. So what are you willing to give up for success? Okay, what are you willing to give up for success? Now, when I say this, a lot of people think, okay, well, I'm willing to give up this, I'm willing to give up that. You know, there's not really a consensus of an answer, right? Like a lot of people have all these different things. Well, I'll give up TV, I'll give up that. But let me tell you what the most important things are, okay, that you have to be willing to give up in your life. Okay, you have to be willing to stop. All right, number one, you have to be willing to give up negative people and friends. Now, I'm going to go a little bit deeper on this tonight than I usually do, because I feel like this is super important. I think we're all in this point right here, 2020, it's time. I think if you stick with me, if you stay, like there's going to be this momentum push that's going to push you guys all to having massive success. I've got some exciting announcements for things that we've done with our Partner with Anthony program, with our ambassador program, to make sure that you get more sales out of them, which I think you guys all will appreciate, right? So it's very important that we kind of put everybody in the right mindset, right? And have the right expectations, because let me just tell you something right now. Negative people in your life will always try to pull you back. They'll always try to drag you down. They'll always try to hold you back from success. And oftentimes it's our friends. Oftentimes it's the people in our lives that we love the most that pull us back and hold us back the absolute most. I want you to do something for me. Type number 1 in the chat box if you know somebody in your life right now that's told you that you shouldn't be on this webinar, that you shouldn't start your own online business, that you shouldn't try to learn all this stuff, and that you're never going to get it, and it doesn't work for anybody. Type number 1 for me. If you've got somebody like that in your life, just keep the ones coming. Sophie is clearly typing the number 1 as she yaps in there. Okay. All right. I see lots and lots and lots of ones. Very few people not typing a 1, right? Okay. So lots and lots of people. Now, here's the thing. We have to break these people into categories, all right? So look, we have family, and then we have others, all right? So we have family, and then we have others, okay? If they're in this category, you got to get rid of them. They got to go, all right? You have to get rid of those people. They have to get out of your life, all right? You cannot associate with them. You cannot be around them. You cannot have all of that negativity coming into your life. And the reason is because it's going to pull you further away from your goal, which is being successful. Now, family. We can't very well just nix family from our lives. And family are oftentimes people that are going to try to hold you back. I guarantee you it happens, okay? So if it's your family, then what you have to do is literally just put distance and boundaries, okay? Distance and boundaries. So what that means is, and you can do this, right? This is very easy to do. You just have to have the right mindset, and you have to be ready, willing, able, and like committed. You literally create boundaries, and you just tell your family, listen, I'm going to be doing X, Y, and Z with my life. It's okay if you don't, right? It's okay if you don't want to support me in my quest to be successful. But if we're at family dinner or we're at this, we're at that, and you bring me down, you say negative things to me, I'm not going to come around anymore. I'm not going to go to family dinners. I'm not going to go to family events. I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that. And here's the thing. Most of the time, our family, okay, wants us to be around them. So the last thing they're going to do is continue to create this negative environment that's going to cause you to stop coming around. This is one of the things that you can use, and one of the ways that you can use to kind of put that distance between yourself and your family, create those boundaries for them where they don't just feel like they can say whatever it is that they want to say, but you don't have to obviously annex them from your life, right? Okay. How many of you feel like this is something you could do right now? Type number 5 in. If you could do one of these 2 things right now, okay, to create a better environment for yourself. I see lots and lots of 5s coming in. Here's the thing. If you do not create an environment conducive to success, you will not have success. It doesn't matter how much I turn around and talk to you about success and business and marketing and funnels and all that stuff. If the minute we get off here, you've got 15 people over here telling you how stupid you are, well then guess what? It isn't going to work, it won't happen, and you won't have success. I don't want that for you, so I'm trying to give you some perspective, okay? Number 2, you have to give up your old beliefs. Now wait a minute. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Well, it's simple, okay? Now, I'm going to speak to you like candidly, right? This is our success connection. This is where we rock and roll. This is where I'm just open and honest. Most of us are who we are because of our family and the environment we were raised in. How many of you would agree with me? Just say yes if that's you, okay? We're who we are because of our family and the environment we were raised in. So, for instance, okay, if you are Republican, it's probably because your parents told you to be Republican. If you're a Democrat, it's probably because your parents told you to be a Democrat. If you go to church every Sunday, well, it's probably because your parents taught you that that's what you're supposed to do, or your environment. Maybe you live in the South like I do, where there's 50 churches here. But some of you may live in areas where there's not 50 churches, right? We are who we are because of our environment and our upbringing, which means the beliefs that we've created for ourselves were created a long time ago, right? Well, here's the problem with that, all right? And by the way, doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican or anything like that, right? So it matters not, right, to me. Here's the thing. Church, your political beliefs, all of these things, these are beliefs that are formed when you're younger, okay? Well, you also form beliefs on the ceiling, like what you envision your successful life being, right? You form that belief at a young age. You form that belief as you kind of grow up. Someone tells you like, look, man, like the way that you, like the successful image of a family, right, is you've got a little house, you've seen the one with the little picket fence, and you've got a cool car, and all your bills are paid, and that's the belief that you use, okay, to think of success. And here's what happens, okay? If this is the success curve, all right, and this is like the 7-figure person, right? Maybe 8 figures, 9 figures, whatever, okay? And this is us when we're young, okay? We form this belief that right here is the top, right? Like this is the top tier. This is where we get, this is as high as it goes. And maybe this for you is 100K a year, okay? So maybe 100 grand a year is like that's what you've been, man, you can't even imagine 150 grand a year because your whole life you've seen the ceiling. Your belief system has told you that the ceiling is 100 grand, right? What you have to do is you have to be willing and able to get rid of all those old beliefs and form new beliefs, because these beliefs were created when you were not trying to push forward and have more success. They were created when you were not creating success habits for yourself so that you could have the things in life that you want. You weren't able to dream any bigger, okay, because honestly, you weren't taught to. So how many of you are willing right now to dream bigger and realize that 7 figures a year is attainable? There were over 280 people that got 7-figure awards at the ClickFunnels event just a couple of weeks ago, and that's just a few people in one little company, in one little blip on this big earth, right? There are so many people that are making $1 million a year from internet marketing that you and I don't even know about, right? So we have to form a new belief and we have to get rid of the previous ones, right? So it has to be done. You cannot continue forward thinking below the real scale, right? So old beliefs have to be gotten rid of. And I've told you this before. And this, sometimes people have a hard time with this. The word yes. You've got to get rid of the word yes. The word yes is when you say yes to every single thing that anybody asks you to do. Will you go to the movies with me? Will you go to the mall with me? Will you watch this TV show with me? Will you do this? Will you do that? You've got to be willing to say no. And the reason is because every time you say yes to going to a movie or going to the mall or doing anything that's unproductive, right? You're saying no to spending time on something that is productive and something that can help you, something that can help you build your business. So saying yes to one thing means saying no to another, right? So we have to learn to tell people in our lives no, all right, and quit saying yes. There are very many people that are not going to understand you. I can't tell you how many people that I meet on a daily basis where I live that just simply do not understand me. Like, it doesn't matter what I do, they don't understand me. They don't understand why tonight on a Thursday night, I'm doing a webinar with you guys completely free, getting ready to let you just pummel me with questions, answer them all for you, charge nothing for it, and then I'm going to be worn out. I'm going to go sit down, eat dinner at 9:30 at night, and probably fall asleep. While a lot of them are hanging out, the weekend started early, all of these things, they don't understand me, right? And so you have to be okay not being understood. Because as an entrepreneur, as someone who's committed to success, as somebody who's committed to building their business, as somebody who's committed to getting rid of old beliefs and forming new ones, as somebody who's committed to getting rid of the negative people and the people in your lives that are pulling you down and only surrounding yourself with positive people, you will be misunderstood. How many of you are with me on that? Just say yes. Okay. Now, the reason that I wanted to open tonight's Success Connection with that, and you don't normally hear me do it, you don't normally hear me just go through, an exercise or any kind of personal development, mindset training, whatnot, is because of some of the stuff that I see inside of our Facebook group, right? One of the biggest questions I see people have is, well, and I've seen this a million times, is, well, ClickFunnels has two different packages. They have a light and a heavy, or whatever you want to call it. They have one that's $97, one that's $297. And people are legitimately spending time trying to figure out, is there a way to not have to have the package that's bigger so I can save the $200? When really what you should be doing is just getting whatever it takes to get your business off the ground. And if it takes the $297 package, like, don't skip the good stuff that you need, right? All to try to save $200. Because at the end of the day, like, we're not supposed to be focusing on these little things. Remember, our belief system is supposed to change. This is not supposed to be the top for us anymore. We're supposed to think beyond that. And in order to think beyond that, we have to quit, okay? We have to quit worrying about all of the little things and focus on the big picture, right? The devil's in the details. There's no doubt about that. I'll tell you right now, I am the world's worst at not focusing on little details. Today, I was headed out to the studio to film. So I don't know if you guys watched me on Instagram, but you saw I was filming in my studio today, and I went to get in my car, wouldn't crank. I'm like, man, what is going on? This is terrible timing. I got a lot of stuff to film. I'm irritated. I'm mad, right? I'm like, man, my car won't crank. So I came back in the house, threw the key down. I had to call my buddy and have him come get me and take me to the studio. It was one of the guys that was filming with me. And I told Josh in my office, I said, hey man, go look at my car, try to figure out what the heck's wrong with it. I have no clue. Get back home tonight, and he's like, hey, listen, come out here. Your car cranks just fine. And I was like, how's my car cranking now and not cranking earlier? Well, I'll tell you what happened. I bought a G-Wagon last week. I'm not used to having two sets of Mercedes keys in my drawer, And when I went out this morning, I grabbed the Mercedes key, not thinking, not paying attention to the details, went in and tried to crank the car, had the wrong damn key. So something as simple as that literally kept me, like, it never dawned on me that it might be the wrong key, because my mind is so conditioned to just only having one of those keys. Point is, I see a lot of you are laughing at me. This was not funny to me this afternoon. It was a little less irritating tonight when I could laugh about it. But the point is, the devil's always in the details. If you don't pay attention to the details, it can rob you of success. It robbed me of the ability just to drive my car today. Simple details, right? But we can't get so caught up in those details that we're not looking at the big picture, okay? And the big picture is that you want to build a massively successful business. You want to build a business that's going to make you real money, okay? You cannot nickel and dime your way through it. You've got to be all in. You've got to say, listen, I'm all in on this. You know, when my wife started her yoga studio, and I looked at it and I said, you know, I wanted to half-ass it, okay? I wanted to do it like, you know, cheap, right? And she said, look, if I'm going to do this, I'm going all in. I want to be all in. So I want to do it great. I want to put showers in it. I want to do all this stuff that makes it look awesome. It makes people feel good when they come in. Like, I want to go all in on this. And I thought to myself, like, man, okay. And so we did that. We went all in. Her business is the only yoga studio that stayed in business, okay, in the last 5 years in this state. And it is because we went all in. We did it right. We didn't skimp on things. We made it an experience for people to come in. My point is that in every single business that you go into, you have got to go all in order to be successful. You can't dabble. If you dabble, then you're not really in business, right? You're just playing around. You've got to be fully committed. So when you see these things that pop up in your business and you need them, go all in and get them, right? Like, give yourself a chance to really be successful. Don't hold yourself back from success trying to save $3. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a big yes, right? Okay, now I'm not saying buy everything under the sun. I'm not saying buy every single product you see and all that stuff. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is invest in your business, invest in your education, invest in the tools that you need in your business, and don't try to skimp on it, because ultimately it'll probably bite you in the butt, right? And plus, it doesn't really give you that all-in mindset. It doesn't really give you the mindset that you have now, gotten rid of negative people, eliminated old beliefs, and started to say no in moments when you used to say yes, right? Okay, so everybody type all in. If you're all in on building your business this year and doing it successfully, type all in the chat box, right? All right, get it going, all in. I want to see tons of all ins right now in the chat box. Keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. I see tons and tons and tons of people all in. Listen, 5 years ago, I went all in on providing value to you guys, and I hope that tonight and every other Thursday night, I can continue to provide you with the value that you need to be successful, and the value that you need to stay motivated to be successful, right? All right, so with that said, tonight we're going to do some Q&A. This is the first time I've done this, and I don't even know how long, right? I came literally with nothing to share because I wanted to just give you guys the floor and let you ask me questions, all right? For those of you that are new, we start and build businesses together all the time, okay? We've built a lot of businesses together already this year. Let me try to pull that up. You'll see that we have we'll give you a link to this at the end of tonight's training. But we have a Success Connection student members area, and it's literally got all of these different businesses in it, right? Like all of these businesses that you can download, all right? If you've already got one of these businesses, the question and answer period for you is going to be phenomenal, because you can now just ask me any questions about any of these. Most of you will probably have questions about this done for you funnel business, because that's the last one we just launched. For all of you that are new, you'll get access to these completely free, so don't freak out and don't worry about it. All of these businesses will be completely free for you, okay, at the end of tonight's training. So it's all good. So we have about 30 minutes of Anthony Unplugged. Whatever questions you got, hopefully I have answers. Put them in the chat box. Please don't put them in the chat box 5 million times, okay? So put them in the chat box, and then I'll go through each one of them, and let's see, and I'll answer your questions, okay? All right, so Leala said, can you talk about how we deliver the 3 funnels, okay, and the 10 funnels to the done for you business funnels? All right, so check this out, guys. We're gonna take a quick look here at the done for you Funnel Club. I built this business for you. You get it for free. All right. So for those of you that don't have it, you'll get it tonight. Basic starts out with an opt-in page like this. All right. So you're able to get people to opt into your list. All right. It ends up after some period of time selling people on access to through this whole funnel. All right. And I won't go through the whole funnel again tonight. But selling people on access to this members area right here. All right, so let me just pull this up to this members area. Okay, so the question is, when somebody opts in and when they buy something, they have these 3 funnels. And the question that I just got was, how are you going to be able to deliver, okay, the 3 funnels every month? Super, super simple. You have 2 options, okay? Option number 1 is, well, either way, every single month right here under the done for you funnel business, all right, I will be placing 3 links for you to have for shared funnels, okay? I'll be placing those shared funnel links. All you've got to do, literally, all you got to do is go into your members area, okay, and add them right here. So all you got to do is just add these to your members area, all right? You can do that by editing your members area. So we look right here, you'll notice I've done this for you before. You can see like lesson 1 says January's funnels. So if you open it in the editor, you'll see where we have these, all right? So what I would do personally is I would, out of that, and I would just hit the clone button right here. And now you'll see where it says January, lesson number 2, January's funnels. What I would do is go in here and I would change this, right? And I would say like, if I can get this together, sorry. I can't really see it because I'm on GoToWebinar, hold on. No, go back up. This is all a problem because I am sitting here, hold on GoToWebinar, and the little webinar screen is covering up my editor. So essentially what I would do is edit this. I know you guys can see my mouse, but my GoToWebinar bar is over there. And make it say February funnels. And then all you have to do is take this download button right here, click it, and set the action and change it to the shared link that I give you, because I'm going to be giving you the shared links, okay? You can use my shared link or you can use your own. Totally and completely up to you. Doesn't matter to me which way you do it. Now, let me give you some true transparency, okay? And I think this is important because oftentimes people forget to do this, right? Or a lot of times people will forget this. Or maybe you just don't even know this, okay? All right, here's the thing. Let's see. Okay, what's one thing that's important for you to know? If you get a shared funnel, in other words, if you click on one of those links, one of these links right here, to download that funnel, okay? If that link is my link and that customer does not currently have ClickFunnels, then I would get a commission if they sign up for ClickFunnels. Does that make sense to everybody? Just give me a big yes if that makes sense. Okay. All right. So lots of yeses coming in. Okay. So what you probably want to do is when we give you the funnels, put them in your own ClickFunnels account, and then use your shared link inside of here. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that makes sense to you. All right? Because the shared funnels will act like affiliate links, right? So if somebody already has ClickFunnels, well then it doesn't matter, right? But if they don't, then we want you to get credit for it, not me. So I'm just being transparent and honest with you. I didn't build this so that I could go get a bunch of affiliate credits. So you might want to make sure that you're using your shared funnel links. You can get that very easily, okay? It's not hard. All you've got to do is anytime you have a funnel, you just go over here to settings, okay? And there's a link right here. And you just grab that link and you use it, right? So every time I give you a funnel, all you've got to do is grab your little shared link. Takes 2 seconds, right? And if you grab that shared link, you put it into this program, now all of a sudden, you don't have any trouble with doing anything, like with you getting any of the credit, okay? And that's what I think is super, super, super exciting anyway, is because you're able to actually get credit for affiliate commissions as well. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. I gave you the shared link. Let's see. I'm looking through here. More streams of income, right? All right, what is a good ratio of sending emails from value to promotions? That came in from Kathleen. Kathleen, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I send one of each a day. I'll send a value email and then I'll send a promotional email. Value email, promotional email. I'm always a big believer that if you can create value but also sell, that's awesome. And so a lot of times when I write emails, I'll write an email, even if it's a value-based email. And at the very end, I'll put PS, check this out. And it'll be a link to something like maybe one of our programs, something we have for sales, something like that, so that I've given value, right? So there's obviously plenty of value there, right? So I've given value, but I've also created an opportunity to be able to sell, okay? Somebody else just mentioned something. Lisa said, currently affiliate links are frozen on ClickFunnels. So here's the thing. ClickFunnels did their big event. They didn't have anybody there to approve affiliates. I spoke with Dave Woodward. He's one of the co-owners of ClickFunnels. We're working on a solution just for my students to be able to get approved as affiliates automatically. So give us about a week or so. We're working through that particular issue. It won't mean that you shouldn't still use your shared funnel links, because you're still going to be tagged to those people. But if you're not set up as an affiliate for ClickFunnels right now, then obviously we'll make sure that you get set up, right? You're going to get approved anyway. The only difference is that we're working on a solution where all of my students just get automatically approved for the affiliate program. Everybody else will be in the pending, waiting till whenever. So give us a week or so to get that taken care of. But you know, I've always got you guys on my mind. So while I was at the event, that's what I asked. That's what I asked them to do, and it worked. Richard, that would not work. What you said. Not that I believe. All right, let's see. Let's see. How big do you grow your email list before you start to promote items in your email? That's from Pam. So Pam, here's the deal. I don't think there's any number that's too small. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have an email list, you have an opportunity to sell. That's just all there is to it. Like, you have that forum, you have that viewership. So like, here's the thing. If you have 10 people on your list or 10 million people on your list, okay? When I get your email, if I'm on your list, I don't know how many other people are on your list. So I'm not like not buying because you've only got 10 people on your list. So I guess my point is, sell whenever you have something to sell. If you have something of value and something that adds value to people's lives and something that you feel like is a good thing to sell Sell it. If you have 8 people on your list or 8,000 people on your list, it doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt you. You'll be surprised. Like some people have really small email lists and they absolutely crush it. They literally make tons of money off of a really small email list. So don't be afraid to sell just because your list isn't huge, right? Shouldn't be an issue. Carlos says, I'm new and very motivated. Carlos, I already like you. How do I combine partner with Anthony with what I'm learning from fan page domination? So awesome question, great question. So partner with Anthony is our basic, it's our basic program that how many of you are in partner with, type the number 1 if you have partner with Anthony, type the number 2 if you don't. Because I feel like most everybody on here does. Douglas doesn't, but like there's very few people typing a 2. Tim Gleason, let's see, Phyllis, Asia, so very few people. So when I talk about partner with Anthony, I'm talking about it's our introductory, like flagship ecosystem program. For those of you that don't have it, there's very few of you, like 5. Then you can get it later on tonight or something. It's $7. But how do you combine that? It's a good question, Carlos. So here's the thing. Partner with Anthony just needs traffic. That's all it needs is traffic, and that's it. So the fan page domination method, which also works, okay, which also works on Instagram, right, as these giveaways, okay, that generates a lot of eyeballs and traffic and consistency, right? Take what you learn there and push that traffic over to the Partner with Anthony program. Here's something that's super, super, super exciting, okay? I think this is what I've been waiting for like a very long time. We have just released inside of the Partner with Anthony program and the Ambassador program, okay? We just released what we call hard coding. Here's what that means. In the past, okay, and I don't want to get like too technical and too over the top because it really doesn't matter to you guys. But in the past, the way that things work would be like this. If you sent me your affiliate link, let's say you're a Partner with Anthony member or you are a ambassador student, okay? And I got your email on my phone. And I'm like, man, that ambassador program looks really good. And I click your link, okay? I click it. And I'm like, wow, that looks really awesome. I watch a little bit of the webinar, right? I say, and somehow I bookmark that page. Then I go home later on and I go to my bookmarks on my computer and I finish watching it. If I buy from my computer, I am not cookie to you, meaning, for lack of technical terms, you don't get credit for it because I'm on a different machine and I haven't clicked your affiliate link on this machine, which means there's no way that this machine knows to give you credit for that sale. That's how all affiliate marketing works, okay? So there's always what we call leakage, okay? Leakage. It's where you don't get credit for every single sale that you make because of weird things like that happen, and that weird stuff happens a little bit more often than the norm right now because of the difference in mobile and desktop. So here's what we did. We released hard coding in our CRM last week. And as of last week, anytime someone clicks on one of your affiliate links for the Partner with Anthony program, the Ambassador program, any other program, right? We hard code their email address to you. So therefore, if they come back and they come over here, okay, on their computer to buy something, won't matter to me if they could get on the device that's not even theirs. They could go to the local library and buy. You'd still get credit for it. How many of you like that? This means we spent about 8 weeks on coding for this. But what this means is that if you are promoting the Partner with Anthony program, if you are promoting the Ambassador program, you are going to see more sales tracked to you now because there is going to be no leakage. I got sick and tired of seeing all of the sales come in with no affiliate tag to them, and I know that it's somebody else's sale, and I know there's no way for me to know who the heck it is, right? And so, hey, at the end of the day, I got you covered now. You don't have to change any of your links. You don't have to change anything, okay? I've already taken care of it for you, so you just keep doing what you do. The difference is that everybody that comes in is now hard-coded to you, and that means you don't have leakage and you don't lose sales. You start making the money that you deserve to make because you're the one sending the traffic, right? So, Carlos, a long answer, right? Very long answer, but the answer is use the fan page domination method to generate that traffic. Now that we've got these hard-coded links, you're going to get even more commissions and more sales from it, and it's going to help you make even more money. All right. So always doing something awesome, always trying to do something awesome anyway. And Gail, so let me be very clear. The hard coding is for Partner with Anthony and for Ambassador. The difference is if you're a Partner with Anthony student and you promote Partner with Anthony, you're hard coded just for Partner with Anthony. If you are an ambassador, which we're not going to go deep into this, you know, and all that stuff, but if you're ambassador, when somebody clicks your ambassador link and they opt in, we hard code you for every product that we have, right? So ambassadors are still getting the full-blown every single product we have. The difference is we're not just setting a cookie, we're actually hard coding, and there's simply no freaking way that will mess up, right? Unless people are using multiple email addresses and all that stuff, you know, it would be very hard to say that nobody would ever do it, but trust me, it's a small percentage. All right. Albert says, how do we transfer the funnels from the Mastery Funnel Club to our membership area? Okay, so it's same exact way. All you got to do is take the funnel from the Mastery Funnel Club, click on the link, it'll put that funnel inside of your account. So it'll become your funnel, right? So if it becomes your funnel, all you've got to do is grab this little shared link right here for that funnel, whichever one it is, and then just simply put it into your program, right? So super, super simple, all right? Does that make sense to everybody? So all you're doing is getting those shared links, all right? Joseph says, what is the LTV of a Partner with Anthony or Ambassador customer? So good question, Joseph. Partner with Anthony, so far, we're looking at somewhere north of $100 per customer, even though it's a $7 purchase. So if you can generate a $7 purchase, you're likely to generate somewhere north of, you know, $50 to $60 in commissions, which is pretty good. On the Ambassador program, you know, that's a $1,497 offer. So they start off there. The lifetime value on those so far is about $2,200 to $2,300. So again, it continues on for so long, right? So I think that's probably answering your questions. Let's see. I would be thrilled with $7. All right. Let's see. Man, this one's pretty, you know, pretty long. Randy, this is not the place where we ask for refunds. All you gotta do is email support, man, for sure. Like, just we're cool. If you don't want to be in the Partner with Anthony program, that's fine. Just email for support, and they will take care of you. And we don't give the wrong email address for our support staff. So all you've got to do is just go into the program, click the support button, send an email. They'll take care of you, man. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Dayanadon, I think, says, can we join the Ambassador program anytime? Yes, you can. Let's see. You can join anytime. Lucilia, yes, it does, to answer your question. All right. Anybody else got questions? Put them in the chat box. I want to make sure I use my time wisely. If it's something that's not productive, I'm probably going to skip it. Tina, what's up? How are you? So Tina says, what is the best type of traffic for the Partner with Anthony program? Very good question. We are seeing a ton of success on YouTube. In fact, tonight, I'm going to ask you guys to click a specific link to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's completely free. Here's the thing. I'm experimenting with YouTube, and if it works, I'm going to be able to send all of you sales myself for free if you are a partner with Anthony or an ambassador student. So let me kind of give you really quickly. Let me show you something. So here's my plan. So my plan to give you free sales. All right. And this will only work if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll show you how it works. But essentially, this is you, and you're like, yay, yay, I'm a Partner with Anthony student, okay? And then I give you a link, okay? And it's your affiliate link. But that affiliate link, once somebody opts in, goes to the opt-in page, all right? Instead of actually going to the Partner with Anthony sales page, it will go to my YouTube channel, okay? It'll go to my YouTube channel with all these videos. Now, obviously, after that opt-in, I'll email them to the sales page, okay, for Partner with Anthony. Here's the thing. YouTube, right here, this creates the best buyers. This creates the absolute best buyers. So, if we can have people watch the YouTube videos, okay? If we can get people to watch my YouTube videos, what will happen, okay, is more people will actually buy the product. Does that make sense to everybody? Right? So I will basically be doing free training videos, okay, starting next week. There will be 3 videos every single week released, okay? One will be on basic affiliate marketing, okay? 2 will be on digital course creation, all right? So it's all about creating digital courses. The third one is my Unlock Success podcast, okay? All 3 of these will happen starting next week, and there will be 3 videos every single week released completely free. Plus, you also know the Success Connection is released on there every Friday. So it's really 4. Here's the thing. If people watch all of this stuff on YouTube, it creates a better buyer. So my advice to you is, if you are looking to make money with this program, all right, and you want to do it quickly, start doing YouTube reviews. In fact, check this out. If you just go onto YouTube, okay, and you type in Partner with Anthony review. Now, clearly you're going to find some of them that are these morons that, you know, give you bad reviews just to try to steal money and all that kind of stuff. But if you look at this, a lot of these people are students of Partner with Anthony, right? Like, watch before you join. But you see this where he says, join Partner with Anthony. It's hard for me to see. It says join pwa.info. Look, my honest review of Partner with Anthony. Is it really worth it? How can it not be? But you can see that this person made $699 from one sale with us, right? Here's for Linda. All right, I want you to look at the views that people got. 1,600, 1,500, almost 4,000. And you can just go through all of these. Look, Partner with Anthony, 1.8 thousand. This is to join the Partner with Anthony program. Creating these kinds of videos and putting them onto YouTube is probably the single best thing that you can do, even if you hate being on video. Remember, I told you you have to commit to being successful, right? You have to commit to being successful. And so you don't even have to go on the camera. Use your iPad, just like mine. I mean, look, that's what I use. Use your iPad, okay? And when you use your iPad, just simply do the drawings. Like, just draw and talk about why you think Partner with Anthony is great, or any specific thing, right? You don't have to be on the camera in order to be able to make this work. okay? So you can use any of my reviews and things you can use for yourself. And you can put them on your page. You can embed them for my YouTube channel. Braden, the software that I use right here to draw is called OneNote, okay? It's called OneNote. It's super simple. I mean, all you need is an iPad and a little pencil, and you can draw, and it's engaging, and people pay attention. And this is where you get a lot of extra money from this, okay? So post YouTube reviews. Put yourself on YouTube and quit being scared, because guess what? If your channel blows up, like I've seen lots of people do, you can make millions of dollars off of the traffic on YouTube, and it's all free. But you have to literally, you have to commit to it. It has to be something you do every week, and you have to say, okay, I'm gonna put one video up a week. Then once you get used to that, say, oh, I'll put 2 videos up a week. And you just kind of consistently keep doing more and more and more of those, and you can create this like wow moment for yourself. You know what I mean? And so be consistent, okay? Be consistent in order to have success. Let's see. What are the other questions that you have? Morgana said, is there a tech-free version? I'll never do what you suggested. Morgana, we are on the internet. We are using computers. We are currently on a software that is streaming my video, of me in my house to people all over the world. If you don't want to do anything techie, then I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not the one that's gonna sit up here and bullshit you. That's just not me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, yeah, there's a tech-free version. Just go over here and put an ad in the newspaper. That ain't how it works. Do you have to put something on YouTube for yourself? No, you don't. But remember, like I said, there's not a lot technically. You don't have to be all that tech savvy to put a video on YouTube. Like, that's what kills me, is that everybody has a phone, and I bet you that every one of you have a video on the phone that you have. In fact, type the number 5 into the chat box if you do not have a video on your phone. You have a cell phone and it contains no videos at all. You've never done a video on your phone. Okay, out of the 1,000 people on here, I might see 10 of you, right, that have posted a 5. Okay, and for those 10, I'm sure we can actually, yeah, some of you are just doing it just to do it. I'm sure that for the 10 of you that did type a 5, there's a first time for everything. Point is, it's super simple to do. Technology is now, like, you don't have to be a guru to get a video onto the internet. You know what I'm saying? You just take the video and you post it. And Morgana says, I'm not 20. So I really want this to be a complete Q&A because I only got like 10 more minutes, but I can just tell you this right now. You can make excuses or you can make progress. It's up to you. And in every business and in everything that we do, you can make excuses or you can make progress. You can say, I'm not this, I can't that, or you can say, I'm gonna do this, I'll figure out how to do that, right? It's completely up to you. But if you are the type of person that continues to make excuses for why you cannot do the things that you need to do to be successful, then you are the type of person that is likely not going to have success. You see what I'm saying? Because success requires you to do the stuff that you don't already yet know how to do. And it also requires you to do things that maybe you don't want to do, things you don't really like to do, things that you're not comfortable doing. But when you do it, you break through these barriers, right, that have been keeping you suppressed and keeping you where you're at right now and keeping you from going to that next level. So the only way to get to that next level is to break through all these excuses, quit making them, and start making progress. I want to teach you, I'm not, and by the way, not trying to be rude or mean or anything, just trying to give you good vibes, right? All right, give me some more questions here. My wife's probably got dinner done, but I'm happy to answer a few more. Breaking barriers is smart. Let's see. So, Diane says, which of the Success Connection done for you businesses would you suggest to start with? Diane, that's a good question. If you're brand new, then honestly, I personally think that one of the best ones we ever did, and one of the easiest ones to understand, is this one right here. The 8-figure funnel formula. This is where you literally get to sell a book that I wrote. In fact, I give you the book. Here it is. You can see it right here. It's called the 8-figure funnel formula. I give this book away in my current ads that run for Partner with Anthony. Literally, this book. And they've generated thousands and thousands and thousands of sales. So this book is a valuable, like it works, right? So in this particular case, you get to sell this book, and there's also some upsells that you get to give away. Like for instance, this one right here, I created this little traffic blueprint for you, and you get to sell this as an upsell. So I created this. It's all the different ways to generate traffic, and then some, some reasons why you should use each one. So you all can have that for free, right? But this 8-figure funnel formula allows you to sell it. And in my personal opinion, it's probably one of the best ones. I know that a lot of people have made a lot of money with that. And so, so I think that could be very, very beneficial. Janet, I think that Janet, did I meet you at the Funnel Hacking Live event, Janet? You can just put in the chat box yes or no. Let's see, it's Janet. Where did you go? I think Janet Simmons or Simon. Your last name's moved away. Yep. How are you? I remember your name come through. So Janet, you are in our Digital Marketing Academy. So you get access to this every single Thursday. It's completely free. Usually we're teaching funnel building and stuff. Tonight, I just decided to do an open Q&A for the first time in, I don't know, 4 months or so. But you also have access to our specific Digital Marketing Academy webinars and trainings. So you'll find the schedule for that inside of the course. So make sure you go into the course, and you'll see a link in there to subscribe to the actual webinars for that course. This is a webinar I do for all my students, which is something I teach you how to do inside of that course. So if you have any questions, Janet, which by the way, you're totally welcome to be here because every one of our students are here, which is awesome. So, but if you have any questions, shoot me an email in support, and I'm always happy to help. All right, let's see. Trying to get it to Kenneth says, okay, Kenneth, I think the answer to your question is yes. It's a little too convoluted to, if I answer it out loud, it's kind of specific just to you. But I think the answer to your question would be yes. Let's see, James, you did enter something in the chat window because I just saw it. Let's see. Carmine says, I will promote PWA with integrity. Well, that is a good thing. I'm glad that you will be doing that. Let's see. Mike C, promoting all ambassador programs. Mike, what does that mean? Promoting all ambassador. Can you mean like direct links for them? Let me know if that's what you mean. Okay. Let's see. How do you get in on PWA from Dino? Dino, we have a link for it here. I'll give you a link to this page in a little while, but you can see the Partner with Anthony sales video right here. So you'll be able to get access to it tonight should you want it. Let's see. Will the links to download 4 through 7 be available after the webinar? James, I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what 4 through 7 is. Let's see. Yeah, Mike and Ron. So links for all of our specific programs for ambassadors. The answer is yes. I wanted to get the hard coding done first because it changes a few things on my pages. So I have to update all my, long story. But the answer is yes. So my goal is before the end of this month, so you're talking about 13, 14 days, that the ambassador program will have direct links for all of our offers. So you can actually promote each one of them directly. So I know I've been holding off on that, but that is really just because I wanted to make sure I had this hard coding done first. Let's see. Vance, are you going to add any modules to PWA? Yes. Ed says PWA has given growth to my subscribers list the fastest of anything ever. Thank you. New modules will be coming to Partner with Anthony. I wanted to kind of let these sit and simmer, right? I wanted to let you guys actually take action on what's in there. Because, yeah, I could add 50 more modules, but if you're not taking action on the 30 that are in there, what's the point of 30 more, right? Every single person that's in Partner with Anthony should be making sales every single day. And if you're not, it's probably because you're not doing promotion, right? You're not doing the actual marketing. And so you have to ask yourself, what do you do for marketing, right? So for all of you that are on here, you're trying to figure out, like, what can I do to generate traffic? Look, Facebook ads, crush, okay? Facebook ads, absolutely crush. YouTube ads, phenomenal. YouTube traffic from organic posts, just putting your video on there, awesome, right? So there's so many different ways that you can generate traffic. Solo ads. We use a company called Udemy, and I've been buying traffic from Udemy for quite some time. We also have our own solo ad sources, which we provide to those of you that have the courses that can get it, the fast traffic. Like, so you have to just consistently buy traffic, right? You can't buy a little bit of traffic today and then stop. You have to build momentum. So you have to constantly be advertising, right? Because what you'll find is your leads and all of your subscribers, what happens is sometimes it takes people a while to buy, right? So if you only advertise to them once and they don't buy, you've missed the opportunity to sell to them because you didn't send them another advertisement. You didn't email them again. You didn't run another ad. You didn't post another video. So you've got to be consistent with your marketing. That's the #1 key. Damien says, can we do another question and answer soon? This is very helpful. It is very possible. Let me just ask you guys this. Quick question. How many of you would like me to do one Q&A like this a month, even while we're in the middle of building a business, to stop what I'm doing and do one Q&A every single month? Just type the #1 in if that's you, and type the #2 in if you don't want me to do Q&A because you think it's pointless and I've wasted my time or your time. Let's see. This might be the first unanimous thing. Nope, Vivian says a 2. So Vivian says, no, thank you to my Q&A. All right. Oh, and Peggy did too. No, Peggy, don't do it to me. All right. Okay, I see it. So maybe we'll do after every business. Like a lot of people are saying, like after every business. So maybe we'll do after every business. I'll kind of figure out what the best mix is. But I'll do live Q&As with you guys more often, mainly just because, look, sometimes I get questions, they frustrate me, right? Which, you know, I'm only human. So if you're asking me, if you've taken the time to get on our webinar and you are complaining about your $7 refund for Partner with Anthony and how my support staff won't give it to you, which I know is just, you're wrong, right? That sometimes gets under my skin, right? Because I'm taking time away from my wife and my family to be here and all that stuff. But I will say that that's, you know, look, that's one person out of 1,000. And so absolutely, positively, unequivocally, the Success Connection is awesome. And so all of you are awesome. And there's no reason for me to not want to do something just because of a few bad apples, right? It is what it is, and people will be what they will be. Like I told you before, the whole idea is to give you the winning mindset and not let you have the broke mindset. Look, I always have this, I tell my wife, you know, I tell my mom, I tell people, I'm like, look, don't think broke, because if you think broke, you will be broke, right? I was actually listening to something that Ed Mylett said. Do any of you know who Ed Mylett is? Just say yes if you know who Ed Mylett is. Chris does. Chris and Abby and Mike, I knew you immediately, the 3 of you were going to say yes. Ed Mylett. So I see a lot of people saying yes. For those of you that don't, you should Google him or subscribe to his podcast. But I was listening to one of his podcasts today, and he said something that was very interesting. He said, like, when you think broke, you act broke. When you act broke, you never make that shift in your mind to want to be successful, or to think you're going to be successful, or to think that you can ever make any money, because you're too busy thinking and acting broke. So he said when he was broke, right, at least, you know, he wasn't like dirt poor or anything, right? But before he had $400 million in a private jet, right? Let's just put things in perspective. When he didn't have a lot of money, what he would do is he would go and he would stay at like the most expensive hotel, right? Like the most expensive resort for one night. He would walk in and he would dress up, okay? So he'd dress to the nines, he'd pull up, they'd open the door for him, valet his car, walk him through. Yes, Mr. Milet, let me get that for you. And they'd take him up to his room and to his suite, right? And he'd have room service and experience this thing for one night, right? He said, so for one night, every single month, he would think big. He would go and he would do this. And he said, what would happen is within 3 or 4 months, it started to be like a part of who he was. He started to think like, he would find himself thinking like, I'm the guy that, I stay at the Four Seasons. Like, like I'm used to it. When I walk in, they say, oh, hey, Mr. Milet, let me get your bags. Let me do this. Things that you would never, ever, 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 ever think, right? That you could possibly afford. But if you just do it in small doses, right? Like every once in a while, you think rich, right? Every once in a while, you think beyond where you're at. Every once in a while, you experience rich. You experience beyond where you're at. Guess what happens? You have a shift in your mind that starts to make you feel like, I am rich. I am this. I can be that. And it opens your mind to where, guess what? Instead of getting on a webinar like this and saying, I want my $7 refund, what the hell, all that crap, you would shut your mouth and you would absorb and listen when somebody else is talking and teaching, because you would be in this mindset of not thinking about being broke, okay, but thinking about how wealthy you're about to become. There's a complete shift in your mind when you stop thinking broke and you start thinking rich. And in order to do that, you've got to actually put that into action in your life. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. Okay. Anybody that thinks any differently, okay, is going to fit into that little category we talked about earlier of the negative people that are going to pull you down. They're going to drive you down into the ground. They're going to keep putting their foot on you and stomping on you, right? And you have to get rid of those people that cannot be a part of your life, because they will continue to plant the seed of doubt in you, continue to rip you of your confidence, and continue to make you think broke. And that is going to be the #1 reason that you stay broke. So surround yourself with good people, listen to good people, pay attention to good people, and I guarantee you that you will rise, right? You will become more successful. You will be more successful, and you will expect to be more successful. There's almost not an industry that I go into now where I don't expect to win. It literally doesn't matter what it is. I expect to win. And I have fully made myself believe that I will win at pretty much anything. My wife would be the very one to tell you this. She will tell you that I legitimately just never, ever, ever think that it is possible for me to lose. Like, it never really crosses my mind. Like, I truly don't feel like I can lose. And it is because anything that I get into, like real estate, totally outside of my box. I dip my toe in, like I have a win, like I do something and I win once, right? And then I do something again and I win again. And I make myself believe I'm a real estate mogul, right? I've won a couple times, all right? Now, what do? Hell, I go buy storage facilities, 2 more pieces of land, 4 acres over here, strip center over there. Like, I just do all of this stuff. I really don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I just don't believe I can lose, right? So the point is when you change your mindset, it puts you into the position to allow yourself to do things you would never do before. I bought a storage facility 2 weeks ago. I'll tell you straight up the numbers on it so you can see exactly why I'm teaching you this and why I've spent 15 minutes longer than I usually would on this webinar, because before we go into building our next business together, which will start next week, you have got to change the way you think, right? If you haven't already. I bought this storage facility. I bought it 2 weeks ago for $1,980,000. Okay, self-storage. So it's a self-storage facility. I don't know a thing about the self-storage facility industry, other than it seems like a good business to be in. And so I bought this self-storage facility after thinking about it for probably a year, year and a half. And I finally bit the bullet and said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I can do it. There's no real reason why I can't do it. I went to a real estate mastermind. Some of you probably saw me doing that with Manny Cushman. Okay, he's done these $40, $50 million deals. And I'm thinking to myself, if this dude can do a $40 million deal, I'm insane to think that I can't do a $2 million deal. So I bought it. Yesterday, someone called me, offered me $3.1 million for it. I've only owned it 2 weeks. That's $1 million in profit, and I have owned it 2 weeks. Now, is that because I'm a real estate guru? Hell no. It's because I truly open myself up to opportunities because I'm not thinking broke all the time. I'm not thinking about how I'm going to lose. I'm always thinking about how I'm going to win. So I do things that maybe I wouldn't have done if I was constantly thinking the other way. Now I've got a deal on the table. I could literally sell this building, make $1 million profit in 14 days. And the only thing I can attribute it to is that I stepped outside of my little comfort zone. I took my ass to a mastermind where they charged me, I think it was 15 grand to go, okay? I sat around people who were doing big things that made me feel about this big, right? And I thought, I need to step it up a notch. I need to take my game to the next level. And just that train of thought let me pull the trigger and let me make have the access to make $1 million in profit in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Think about that. Now, is that all about me being the smartest person in the world? No, 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 no. All it is about changing the way that I think. And that's what I really want tonight's lasting impression to be, is change the way that you think, because if you change the way that you think, it will change the way that you act. That will change the positions that you're in life, which will give you access to the amount of success that you truly desire and that I do believe that you can have, okay? So I see lots and lots of people saying, okay, can we get the link to this? Yes, absolutely. So here's the thing, all right? A couple of really quick housekeeping things, all right? I will do live Q&As with you, but only. I know how many of you are on here right now, okay? I'm willing to keep giving back. All I want you to do is tonight, when you come to this page right here, all I want you to do is 2 things for me, okay? Will everybody commit to doing 2 simple things for me? Type the word yes if you will commit to 2 simple things for me. And then neither of them cost you any money, by the way. All these are going to do is help me prove a theory and prove a point that will actually help you make money later on. I'm always trying to test these things, okay? All right, I see lots of yeses. Here's all I want you to do. When I give you this link tonight and the password to our student resources page, all right, there's a few things that if you don't have Partner with Anthony, like the 4 of you that didn't have it, you can get it right here, okay? If you're not a member of our Facebook group, you should join. There's a link right here. It's completely free. It costs you nothing, okay? You click that link, you ask to join, we'll get you approved. This is what I want you to do. I want you to click this link to follow me on YouTube. It will automatically pop up and say, do you want to subscribe to Anthony's YouTube channel? Once you follow me, all I want you to do is this, okay? I'll show you. All I want you to do is go right here to this video, okay? You'll see this video right here, all right? Everybody see this video that says, who is Anthony Morrison? Just say yes if you see that video, all right? All I want you to do on this one is simply, well, first of all, you can click the subscribe button first, right? And trust me, I'll know if you subscribe because it tells me in my account. But all I want you to do on this is click read more, and then just simply leave some comments. You see all these comments right here? I want you to leave me comments on my YouTube video. Here's what I'm going to do. Tonight, I am going to give away a $500 cash prize, say within 20 minutes of us wrapping up, to one person that leaves me a comment on this video. And here's the thing, it has to be a legitimate comment, like something you enjoy about what we teach, something you enjoy about the Partner with Anthony, anything, right? It just can't be, hey, right? Like, put some time and effort into it, a quick comment, and if you leave me a comment there, I'm gonna pick somebody to win $500. How does that sound? Type the word 5 in if you're good with that, all right? I see lots and lots of people saying yes. I'm committed to helping you every single week. I'm just trying to run a test, and I could send 1 million emails out, but why do that when all of you are on here? It would also be good if you click this like button right here. So like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment. It's the first video on my YouTube channel, okay? It's right here. So it's called Who is Anthony Morrison? I uploaded it 4 months or so ago, all right? So that's what I want you to do right here in order to win $500. I will announce the $500 winner inside of our Facebook group in about 20 minutes. So I'll give you guys time to make that happen, okay? Please don't get off of here and then just forget about it, right? There's 1,000 people on here. We should get 1,000 comments. I truly believe that I deliver enough value to you to get a free comment on my YouTube video, right? And the video isn't very long, but here's the thing. I'm going to be releasing 3 videos a week on YouTube, completely free training videos for all of you if you watch them. If I start seeing that I'm not getting a lot of people watch them, then I'm not going to do it. But these training videos are going to be really, really, really epic, okay? Like I spent a lot of time on them. They're 15 minutes a piece. So they're quick enough for you to watch and easy enough for you to implement, okay? So how many of you are willing to watch my videos every single week? All right, very good. Last question I have for you, okay? Last question, and then I'm gonna give you the password for this page and let you guys go. If I were to do a Facebook Live inside of our Facebook group, like a live like this, but Facebook Live, and I were to do it every single day inside of our Facebook group, would you join and ask questions and things like that? In other words, is it something you would want to do? Type number 5 in if that's a yes. Okay? All right. I see lots and lots of 5. So here's the thing. Starting next week, I'll probably go live every single day in the group. I'll tell you what time. All right. I haven't decided yet. I'd make sure I can commit to this. If I get 500 to 1,000 people on each day, I'll keep doing it. And all that live will be for is legitimately to answer your questions, help you get from Monday to Thursday, right? Does that make sense to everybody? All right, very, very good. I see lots and lots of yeses. Okay, all right, so Facebook Lives coming soon every single day, provided you get on. YouTube videos, free content coming 3 times a week, provided you go subscribe to my channel and leave me comments tonight. Plus, we're giving away $500. For those of you that are new, this is your Success Connection student area. You'll get access to a free trial of ClickFunnels here. Make sure you get it. If you don't have ClickFunnels, you need it. I've already explained why. Here's the link. All you gotta do is click it, it'll activate it. Then you can download any of these funnels, okay? All of these businesses are free and available for you until tonight at midnight. After midnight, these links quit working, okay? That's the way I've set it up so that people will not steal my stuff. You can get your done for you funnel business right here. So this is the done for you funnel business. You can download all of these if you want the upsell stuff. Then you just get this Mastery Funnel Club and you can actually implement the upsells as well. So all of these funnels are right here, completely free, cost you nothing. You can also download the other ones. If you're new and you're looking for one to download that is one of our older ones, but you want one of the better ones, I would download everything here in the 8-figure funnel formula. This is an epic business. I think it's a great business and it's something that you should have access to, okay? Next week, we will be starting our new business. So next week, we will be moving on and building a brand new business, okay, from scratch for you. So there will be a completely new topic, a completely new funnel, and a completely new business all happening next week right here on the Success Connection. So let me give you this link so that you can go leave those comments and you can get this stuff done. So check this out. We'll just move this down here, move that down there. All right, so this is the link to get to your Student Resource Center. It's go.dsc.com/funnel. The password for tonight is answers. Answers, all lowercase, answers, 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 because, well, we did question and answers, so it made sense to me. So the password is answers. So all you've got to do is go to that link, go.dsc.com/funnel. Type in the password answers. When you get there, of course, if you don't have Partner with Anthony, you can get it. You should join our Facebook group and go leave a post immediately because it makes sense. And then make sure that you follow me on YouTube and leave a comment on the very first video. Again, guys, it only counts if you leave it on this one. It's the one that says, who is Anthony Morrison? It should be the very first one you see, right? You leave a comment here. We're going to select one of you tonight and give away $500. We'll comment on that in our Facebook group. So make sure that you like this video. Remember to like it, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment all right here on this video. And then that will qualify you to win the $500. And then, of course, if you don't have ClickFunnels, you should get ClickFunnels. I think most all of you probably have it, but this gives you a free trial. So all you got to do is click this button. You'll get that free trial. You do need that before you can download any of these funnels because they're all in ClickFunnels, right? So not a big secret. This is the best, I think, of our older businesses, the 8-figure funnel formula. And then this is our newest business down here, the done for you funnel business, okay? So you can download these businesses all right now and you'll be ready to rock and roll next week on the Success Connection. How many of you enjoyed tonight? Just give me a big yes. Oh, I'm worn out. All right, that's a good 30 minutes over my usual. Chris, thank you, man. I enjoyed seeing you. I enjoy our annual time at Funnel Hacking Live. We see each other. I see tons and tons and tons of people saying yes. Listen, if you guys stay engaged, I'm considering doing our Build Send Profit Live event again this year. You know, we didn't do it last year, and it's because we didn't have a ton of people that were paying attention. But Abby and Chris and a few other people asked me about the Build Send Profit Live event and why we have not done it. And I said, well, you know, I mean, it's very hard to get people to actually come, right? You'll buy tickets, but you won't show up. So if you stay engaged and you let me see over the next 30 to 60 days that you guys are serious, we'll do the event again, and we'll see you guys live at the Build Send Profit Live event at obviously in October this year is when we would do it. So stay engaged, pay close attention, and we'll bring it back for you, all right? We're willing to do as much as we can to engage with you, to meet you, to hang out with you, to teach you, as long as you're doing the same for us, right? So for now, what do I want you guys to do? Super, super, super simple. Go to the link, go.dsc.com/funnel, type in the password, answers. Make sure that the very first thing that you do when you get here is go to this link on YouTube, click this button, find this video, and then just simply leave a comment on this video, right? You can see we're already getting lots and lots and lots of comments coming in. So leave the comments and also press the like button. So like and comment, and we're going to give away $500 to somebody who has done that here on this video. Then, of course, join our Facebook group if you have not already. Get ClickFunnels if you don't have it because you need it, and you'll be ready to rock and roll next week on the Success Connection. We will be live building a new business. I've got some really epic ideas, so I think I've got some stuff in store for you that you're going to absolutely love. And so you should enjoy that for sure. So I see some of you, John, our comments are not turned off on YouTube. It should just be on. It depends on the video. You've got to go to the specific video here. Clearly, you guys can see comments are on because there are lots of comments coming in. So comments are definitely on. I'll just show you. I like to dispel the notion. You see we have 81 comments now. So you've got to go to the videos that actually allow the comments, and it's this one right here. All right, so it's the Who is Anthony Morrison, right? So make sure you go to the correct video. This is part of following the rules. Again, I'll show you real quick, and then I'm going to hop off and eat dinner because my wife is probably going to be unhappy. So it's right here. It says, Who is Anthony Morrison? The title says, Who is Anthony Morrison? And if you just click read more, you'll see right here where you can read a little bit. Look, it's got some information about me and all this stuff. And then you can see where you can leave comments and you can press this like button. So make sure you do that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you all right here, same place, same time, next Thursday on the Success Connection. How many of you are going to be here? Yes? All right. Very, very good. Very, very good. Hopefully I see all of you next week right here on the Success Connection. We'll have a brand new business coming your way. We call it the mystery business. and it's because it's something we have not done together before, but it's something that I believe is going to absolutely crush it for you. Thank you so much for being here. Good night, everybody. Have a safe weekend. Of course, like I always say, do a little something this weekend that other people aren't doing so you'll be ahead of the game. Staying ahead of the game is the name of the game when it comes to internet marketing and building your business. Have a safe weekend, a fun weekend. I'll see you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.